Hello everybody, and today we're going to do a tactical video on the Destroyer Lord. The first thing you're going to ask yourself is, why have you got this set up instead of the big huge board? The simple reason is, there's only two ways to use him, and there is absolutely no point me showing you the whole board. Okay, the first option, right, is this. I wouldn't recommend you take a Destroyer Lord unless you have an extremely large amount of heavy destroyers. These not worth taking for these, simply because you're better off using the stratagem to reroll everything anyway. So he becomes useless for these. So the only real good roll in your army is for these, the heavies. And even then I would say I wouldn't recommend taking him unless you have at least 9. Otherwise My Will Be Done is a better option, or take Doomsday Arcs. That is option 1. The obvious choice is taking with destroyers. Well, let me just show you one thing before you say, oh that sucks. Watch now. Take him out, put in Normal Lord. Same aura, but it's actually better. Because he lets you reroll in the combat phase as well. So if these get assaulted, or you have to assault something to stop it shooting you, or you need to stop something from running around or whatever, you get to reroll one to combat with this guy. Because he can do the Destroyer Lord's job a lot better. So all of this will get a better buff from the Normal Lord. And not only that, he's a lot cheaper. Okay, so let's go to the only real use for the Destroyer Lord. First things first, he doesn't actually go with these at all, so let's get rid of these. Okay, one of the best features about the Destroyer Lord is he's absolutely useless for synergy. He does not go with anything well, and if he does, something else can do a better job. He honestly should reroll wounds in the combat phase as well as the shooting phase like the Normal Lord. Because right now he's just a worse Lord for a lot more points. Let me show you how I have used him and got a lot of success out of him. What I find the best solution with this guy is keep him in your deployment zone and make him your Warlord. Okay? Because he's very hard to kill. Relics, you can give him the Nano Scarab to resurrect, or the Fleshbane Warscythe, the Void Reaper, or the Veil of Darkness. But I would recommend keeping him bare bones, just because he's strong enough as it is. His main role is a defense role. His job is to sit back in your deployment area and deal with stuff that's coming in that you can't kill with shooting. So you hit it with the shots, you weaken whatever it is, and you finish off with this guy if you need to. But this is the best part though, right? Instead of taking your normal army with him, if you take this, okay, the first thing you're going to say to me is, why would you take Scavs with Destroyer Lord? The simple reason is, he has no synergy, okay? So if you take 3 units of Scavs with him, you could take a Sakutech Outrider Detachment, which I always do, because I always take Scavs anyway. And that way, if you make him as your Warlord, he's doing exactly the same role, plus you get the 5+ get your command point back Warlord trait. That is very powerful. That is what I use my Destroyer Lord for, and that's the only way I've found to use this guy effectively. And he does kick butt in combat, but he's not good enough to go into your opponent's lines and fight, because he dies. He's good for sitting back, letting your army shoot wherever comes at him, you weaken it, and then you go in and finish it off. And then you can resurrect him if he dies. That is the best way, and is basically the only way of how to use this guy. For destroyers and heavy destroyers, the Lord will do a better job. And if you're using the deep strike for destroyers, the Normal Lord can advance, automatically get 6 in advance, he can move 11 inches every turn, so he can keep up with destroyers anyway. So there's absolutely no reason to take this guy, ever, unless you do this. The another reason that the Lord is better than the Destroyer Lord is because he'll buff the destroyers, plus he will also buff any immortals, warriors, etc. that are near him. So that's another good reason that you should only use this guy this way. So unfortunately it's a short video. I've tested him a lot, and this is the only way I can get use out of him. I make him my Warlord for Sakutech. I get a lot of command points. This one game I had 5 command points and I used 15. Okay. And then the next game I used 20 command points and I didn't get a single one back. I couldn't believe it, honestly. So, the fact he's so bad makes him good, because you can chuck him in any army, any dynasty, and you don't worry about him working with other units, because he doesn't work with anybody. You could chuck this guy with any other dynasty in the blob of immortals, warriors, and it doesn't make any difference, because you know that guy is just there to defend. So, unfortunately, this is the only tactic I found that's viable with him. If you have an awesome strategy, let me know, but make sure it's a strategy that only he can do. Okay? Granted, you can also make the Lord your Warlord, but this guy is very squishy. That's why he's good. He has a 4-up, you can resurrect with the relic, and then you can use a command point to resurrect him again. So this guy can come back twice in one game. This guy is squishy, so I wouldn't make him your Warlord for the buffs, and then you have the problem of mixing with armies. This is why I only take this guy for the Architect attachment, simply because he's hard to kill, he helps me defend my lines, and people are afraid of this guy, because he does kick ass. This guy is a squishy wuss, and he will die if he's your Warlord. So, thank you for watching, and I hope this very short tactical video has helped you use your Destroyer Lord. Because he's so useless, he's actually good for that one role. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all again next time.